Today I have something really fun. I just got a big order from Temu.com with all kinds of goodies. Plus, I just came back from a short vacation and I did a little shopping there, and I'm going to share all of that with you today. Just a couple of quick notes. It's really hot here today, and I have to have the air conditioner on, otherwise I'm going to melt. So you might hear it in the background. It seems to be a sound that I can't edit out, and it comes across like sort of a whooshing sound every now and then. So just pretend we're at the beach and it's the waves against the shore or something. The other thing is, this is kind of an unboxing because I opened the package to remind myself what I ordered, but I haven't opened them. So some of them I haven't even seen yet. So let's get started and find out what all the goodies are. Right, to start with, the first thing that I came across was these watercolor markers from Montmartre, which I bought at Michael's. And they're, let me see, it has a little funny way to open it. Opens like that. And there's tons of colors in them, and they're really nice. I'll be honest, I'm always really ambitious when I go on holidays, and I take art supplies because I think I'm going to have lots of time to work on some kind of project. So this time I took this little bag, and this is one of my own designs that I had in production a few years ago. If you like it, let me know, and if you're interested in something like this, I'll reproduce it. I'll produce it again. But this is what I take when I go on vacation. And like I said, it's usually, my ambitions are fairly lofty. So I have a blue pen just because I like a blue pen. These are watercolors that my daughter gave me. So I'm not going to go into that. She also bought me these in England recently. She went over there for a course and bought me these Japanese ones. And I thought, oh, I'll take them on my holiday. And I will try them there. Well, that didn't happen. So I took them, brought them back, and I have this little pencil case where I have a couple of water brushes which still have water in them, some pens and pencils, an eraser, and a sharpener. So you can actually do things really compactly if you want to. But when I got these, I thought, I'm going to try these, and I actually took this little Winsor & Newton watercolor pad with me. So I was sitting on the beach with my husband after we'd gone for a little float in the lake. He was reading a book, and so I did this little sketch just to see how they worked. And you can see how marker lines blend right in. So like in this case, I used, I think, this blue and just went scribble scribble, and then went in with the water brush. And the water brushes have water in the tank, so all you do is just squeeze it down into the bristles, and then you can see if I can blend this a little bit. See, it actually moves a little bit because it's basically watercolor in a marker. So I thought, well, that sounds fun, and it was a really good deal. This Montmartre brand shows up in Michael's quite a bit at really good prices. So this one, I think I spent $10 on. Yeah, $9.99. So that's one of the first ones I got. The water brushes I already had. And I went to Indigo, which is kind of like Barnes & Noble in the States and W.H. Smith in the UK. It's a Canadian company, and they have these notebooks. I bought this one because I bought this one a few years ago, and I've been using it for mixed media and trying things and different stuff. And I just love it. I love the paper. And so they had school supplies out, and I saw this little one, and I said to myself, you do not need that. And I found another book that I wanted to buy, and I thought, no, I'm not going to get this book. I'm not going to get this book. And then I had to go past it to go back to the checkout. And for some reason, it leapt into my hands. And there you have it. I mean, it's lovely for a sketchbook, a journal, a notebook. You can even paint on the pages, although they're not the best paper for painting. But as you can see, I've done that anyway. This is acrylic. This is like a whole acrylic. This is pan pastels, which are like chalk. This is some more acrylic and glue, and I have these are watercolor crayons that I tried. So they had lots of water on them. You can see that the water kind of goes through. This is acrylic and pan pastels or something, and this one's acrylic. It doesn't not always go through. This is watercolor. So it's pretty versatile, but one of the wonderful things about these books is that the way they're bound in signatures like this. So the pages will go completely flat. Whereas because they're sewn bindings, like you can see here, the stitches, so they're sewn in little groups of 3 papers or something like that, maybe 4 or 5, I forget, not going to count them. Anyway, it allows you to make it really flat, which is great for a sketchbook. So they're actually pretty versatile and can take lots of kind of abuse and different media. And then I went to Opus Framing, which is, or Opus Art Supplies, which is a Canadian, it's actually a British Columbia company. And I got this watercolor pad because I thought, you know, I want to do some more mixed media and have some, I don't know, I have some kind of plan forming up in my mind of doing some mixed media on my channel and using all the glue book things and stickers and washi tape and paint and markers and all those fun things that we all love, and creating pictures with them. But I'm still kind of mulling this over. So stay tuned or subscribe if you haven't, and things will develop as it becomes a little more clear in my mind. But this is 140-pound paper, also known as 300 GSM. Anyway, they're a little bit rougher on one side and quite smooth on the other. So we'll see. I have sort of an idea that hasn't really come together. You know how you get sort of little sort of flashes of, oh, here's a thought, here's a word, here's a concept, oh, I like that, I like this, I like these, I like that, you know, but it hasn't really come together. So I'll let you know when it does. I bought tracing paper for the same reason, because I thought, you know what, I want to try some things, and tracing paper has a nice, almost vellum-like texture, and it looks lovely with design behind it. Let me see if I can find something. Well, even this. So I don't know if I can paint on it without it getting, you know, weirdly curled up or anything like that. But I just kind of thought there's something that could happen with it besides just tracing. That also remains to be seen. I went to, it was so funny, we went to the Okanagan Lakes area in British Columbia for our little holiday. And there are towns all along, there's lakes all along this mountain valley and towns all along, or cities all along. So we went on this drive. And in one place I said, I tried to get my hairbrush. My hairbrush that I have in my travel stuff was an old one that I put in there because I got a new one and I liked it for home better. So I thought, well, I'll just chuck this in my travel stuff. Well, I went to use it and it's like these bristles aren't even, they're hardly there anymore. So we went through this one little town and I said to my husband, oh, pull over right here. There's a dollar store. I think where I got my last one was a dollar store and it was really good. So he pulled over and stood under a tree and read his book. When he's in a book, there is nothing else going on in the world. So it's actually nice for me because I can take my time and he doesn't even notice. But I went into this big dollar store and it was Dollarama, and they had some really nice art supplies. I bought this tracing paper there, and they had these sets of colored pencils in different color sets. So I thought, oh, I have a lot of colored pencils, but I don't use them a lot. But I liked this combination of colors because I do use a lot of these kind of colors and blues in my work. So I thought, okay, but here's the colors. And I think they're pretty nice. I haven't really tried them. I only just opened this because we just got home yesterday. So where's a good piece of paper for this? Just going to use the back page in here. It'll be my testing page. Oh, they're quite hard. really nice. Great colors. I think they're meant for coloring book work, which would be great. I have a coloring book, by the way, that I have 2 of them on Amazon. I'll put links below for them. And these would be perfect because they're a little bit harder than some colored pencils, and you can use them for really fine work. So I've got Sketches from the South of France, which is from, hold on, I'll grab a book. I'm kind of going off topic here, but I thought you might like to see this. Sketches from the South of France they're postcard size. They are not postcards, but they're coloring projects for adults. And these are from the photos that I took. This is actually where we lived. There's a little cottage in here, and you can see the big estate house. We actually lived in the south of France when my kids were younger. And so I used this as the basis for this coloring book. But you can see here that there's a lot of fine detail. And so these colored pencils would be perfect for that. So if I can find something similar that's easy to find, I will put a link below. And I'll also have a Little Paris. Le petit means little. And these are scenes from Paris where I spent some time in the fall of 2021 with my sister, which was just absolutely lovely. Anyway, there's a little ad for my coloring books, and they're both on Amazon. Just look up my name and coloring books or whatever. So I got these in the pinks, and I got these ones in the blues, and I haven't even opened them. So let's do that now and see what they look like. They have this wrapping on them, and then they have tape or something. Okay, I've got my finger in there. That's a start. Packaging is such a challenge, isn't it? Just muscle through. My husband says, bash on regardless. Whoops, it all fell out. So there's the blues. Let's get you guys over one here. So again, really lovely colors and nice hard leads. No, they're actually lead, you know, the colored part, the coloring part is nice and hard. Anyway, I got those. They had 2 other color sets. One was sort of desert colors, and the other was greens. And those are colors that I don't use a lot, and I have enough greens already, so I thought, oh, let's not go too crazy. And then I got some fine line markers because I use them all the time in my planner. And, you know, like I said, I want to start doing a little bit more mixed media. And I'm just going to see if I can open this. More packaging. This is going to be an anti-packaging video, I can tell already, because everything, a lot of the stuff I got from Temu is still packaged up. So let's see how these are, besides kind of stuck in here. Pull out my favorite color there, and get out my practice page, and ooh, these are nice. Perfect. I'll get a lot of use out of those. All right. I'm just going to leave that and move right along. Okay. Now, these are the things I got from Temu. So, there's a lot. I'm going to look at this sumptuous pile. I'm going to start with this one. Don't you love these? I just love these. And they had so many choices, so many things. I do have an affiliate link, so I get some little percentage if you buy things there, but it's not enough for me to buy a villa in France or anything. Aren't these pretty? Oh my, oh look. They just really appeal to me. And these are kind of mixed media too, because you can see the different things in the background. I love this look. Wow. These are so nice for fall, the colors and the designs. I'm not really sure yet how I'll use them, but look at the raspberries, eagles, oh, and card size ones or labels. Look at this, so gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I want to make things like that. Oh, look, it's in Spanish. How fun. How fun is that? Oh, and some French and some English. Dear self, stay strong. And j'ai un rêve means I have a dream. C'est la vie, ça va passer, that's French. Means it's life, it'll pass. So there's those beautiful things. Now, like I said, I haven't opened any of this. So I'm going to go to this one next. Retro style. You could even use that. That is very cool. I doubt that I'll be putting these back in the package, so it kind of doesn't matter. But here we go. Look at that. The back of their header, you can use that part too. Love it. Okay, these are just background papers. And I love anything that's about being an artist because, hello, I am one. Look at this. Oh, so cool. Old papers, some watercolor splashes. These are gorgeous. Like this. Old suitcases. I have a collection of old suitcases. I won't tell anybody, but I use it to hide my Christmas decorations. I have 4 of them, and I have a closet that juts out into the room and has a roof on it, and I have them up there, so they look very, you know, decoratory, but they're actually where I hide my Christmas decorations. Okay, so here's another set, and this one is you can actually use to make a book, I would say, because there are a bunch of them the same, and if I folded this like this and then attached another one, I could make a little book with something on all the pages. So let's look at what they are like. Again, sort of fall colors. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't usually go for fall colors. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. I must have just been in the mood. I don't know. That's gorgeous too. Oh, wow. Dragon. I'm not too keen on dragons. I don't think they exist. That is very pretty. Look at that. So many gorgeous things. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll have fun with this, won't we? Ideas. It's just endless. It's just endless what you can do. And there's all the different page styles. And they had a whole bunch of different like themes. So I think what I'll do is I'll just put my affiliate link down below in the descriptions and just go in there and do a search because there's so much stuff. And you can, I mean, I bought clothes from there, I bought things like insoles and, you know, stuff like that. So this group is all kinds of little papers. Let's just take this little string off. I could use that. Nothing goes to waste. Okay. There are a whole bunch of different ones, different designs. Love it. And then little pieces that pop into those, you know, the little spaces in a glue book where you want to cover up something from a magazine? Like, these are perfect. They're not sticky. They're just paper. But so many beautiful designs, and I love this sort of vintagey look. Yeah, it's funny because I was looking at something today and I thought I'm really drawn to this sort of vintagey look, but it's not at all what I paint. I think it's because I just love everything. Now this is, these are stickers. And they're all kind of plants. Well, these are flowers. There's, oh, isn't that cute? Berries. I kind of wish they didn't have so much white around them, but what I've done before is just trim it off with my little sharp scissors here. These are from EK Success, and there's a link below for those too. Isn't that pretty? Little English robin, little labels. Oh, here's another little bird. How adorable is that? And there's one. Oh, and mushrooms. Snail with a mushroom, a rose. Oh, these are so pretty. A really nice collection. Okay. I think we'll get lots of use out of that. And then there's this one. I bought these ones because I just thought they looked fun. There's the Volkswagen van. Beach stuff. You know how I love the beach. Camping with a tent, not so much anymore. I am of an age where I want things to be convenient and easy. Let's travel. Yes, I'm for that. We used to have a Volkswagen camper van when our kids were little, and we just loved it. The kids had a blast, and we traveled all over and drove like mad. And oh, look at that. That's so cute. These are a little bit camping, well, sort of travel. Look at this. Cool. Love it. That one's fun. Yeah, that's why I was attracted. Love this one with the suitcases. Lots of options. Lots of ideas. I love looking through things like this. Just looking at this, doesn't it inspire you? It's like, oh, I know what I could do. I could put those there. I could, I could start this. I could, you know how it is when you're creative. It's like everything gives you ideas. These ones, come on out. I'm stuck on the bottom here. Let's get rid of that. Get these out of the way. Now these are clear on the back. I don't know what that is. Persimmon maybe? Wow. They're beautiful. Blackberries. Blackberries are all ripe right now. They're all in season. And when my daughter and grandchildren were here a couple of weeks ago, there's just in an alley close by to where I live, there's some blackberry bushes, and I was walking home from the library with my granddaughter who's 9, and I said, look, you can pick blackberries here and eat them, and she loves fruit. Well, she didn't want to leave. She's like, I'll catch up. Wow, lots in this little grouping too, but they sure are slippery. It says, whispers in the wild. One may fall in love with many people during a lifetime. Well, I don't know about that. When you finally get your own happiness, you will understand that previous sadness is kind of a treasure, which makes you better to hold and cherish the people you love. Okay, well, that's a nice sentiment. Okay, and last, but certainly not least, is these ones, which are also beautiful. So I have myself on a quota, I guess you could say, because I've just got all these new things. And once you get them and see them, it's like, oh, I want to go back and buy more. But they have so many choices. Look at this. That's darling. Little fairies in a jar. And I guess that goes this way. Oh yeah, mushrooms and roses. Berries. Wreaths. Oh, these are beautiful. Look at that. Fox. So many pretty things. Okay, I have a couple of more things that I ordered. I almost forgot them. I got washi tape. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, how do I get into this box? I think it opens here. Even the packaging is nice. Look at these. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, look at that. It's like Italian tile. Beautiful. Look, gold waves. I love it. I love it. See what I mean? It'd be so easy to go crazy buying things from Temu because everything that comes is so nice. I love this one. Oh my goodness. Okay, there is more washi tape. Let's see. Like I said, I haven't even looked at this. It's still sealed shut. So I can't remember exactly what I ordered, but I trust myself, so I'm sure I will love it. Let's get rid of that. And I think this slides out. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Look. Look, look, look. These are wide ones. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. And here's another wide one. This one's just as wide. Look how gorgeous that is. Takes my breath away. More beautiful ones in different sizes. Look at this with the gold butterflies. And wildflowers. Peonies in gold. And then the narrow ones. Perfect. And some I love these little ones. They're so useful. Look at all this. And then there's writing. Look at that. I love that. Let's see. It's in French, like vintage newspaper. Look at this pretty design. Well, I'm kind of, blown away. I'm so delighted with all of this. And we're going to have so much fun with it. So if you've got ideas that you want to share that, think of this as a team effort, give me some ideas of how you think I could use all these beautiful things. I think that would be so much fun. So I don't know about you, but I'm extremely inspired now. So in my next video, I'll be back working on my big glue book because I only have a couple of pages left and then the cover. So I did mention a couple of weeks ago that I was planning to go to 2 videos per week in August. Well, August is not turning out quite like I anticipated, so I'm going to try before the end of the month to start getting that sort of in, but my method is to keep them a little bit shorter. So I'm going to wrap this up today. We've seen lots of beautiful things, and I hope that you're as inspired as I am to get your creative juices and imagination going. And just show you a couple of other videos you can look at here. When you have a minute, just go straight, click on whichever one makes you feel most attracted, and watch another one and get more inspired. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time.